Alright, so welcome back for some more Silent Hill Homecoming on the PS3. So this here is the Missing Persons chapter, chapter 2. Okay, and we are here in our hometown of Shepherd's Glen. Named after your family name, Alex Shepherd. Shepherd's Glen. So this is very reminiscent of Silent Hill. Very foggy and everything. There's a reason why it all looks like this. So, just keep that in mind. We will find out a bit later on. It's a banner for the 150th anniversary parade. Shepherd's Glen 150th anniversary celebration. Saturday and Sunday, September 20th and 21st, 2 big days, rain or shine. Events kick off Saturday with the parade down Main Street, 10 a.m. Food, games, rides, dunk tank featuring Mayor Bartlett. Period costume contest, prizes will be awarded. Live music and entertainment by Eye of the Storm. Admission is free. Bring the kids. So, the only thing worth reading there, like worth taking note of, is the mayor's name, Mayor Bartlett. That's the only thing that's worth remembering from that, thing. Anyway, so we'll carry on. There's nothing to do here. When we go up ahead, we'll get a cutscene with someone. Because as you can see, there is the town hall. But, yeah. In this video, we'll be collecting a few more drawings and photos, and I think that there'll be 2 drawings and 2 photos in this chapter here, Missing Persons. There could actually be more. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, and in this video, this chapter, we'll pick up the circular saw. And the laser pistol, the 2 special weapons. We'll also be getting a new weapon as well. A new melee weapon. But for now, let's just go ahead and carry on over here and get the cutscene.
What happened to this place?
Alex?
Judge Holloway. Hey.
I didn't know you were home. Does your mother know? She didn't say anything.
No, I haven't talked to her. Actually, I haven't really talked to anyone. I'm not planning on sticking around for long.
Oh. Well, I hope you get a chance to catch up with Elle. I'm sure she'd love to see you.
She's still here?
Of course. You know how it is. No one ever leaves this place.
Yeah, I guess. This town's so quiet. It's changed.
Yes. Not for the better, I'm afraid. You should go home. See your mother. Perhaps I'll see you later. You look well, by the way.
Thanks.
Alright, so we just got a cutscene there with Judge Holloway. That lady is a cow. Okay? And you'll see why I say that a lot later on in the game. But yeah, she's an absolute cow. But, I digress. This over here is the town hall. If you want, you can actually go inside and save your game. But I'm not going to right now. I'll just carry on for now. So this chapter here is quite a long chapter. We need to go this way. Okay. So this is quite a long chapter. Because it goes through the shepherd's home and it goes through the cemetery areas. So yeah, we'll just have to keep that in mind.
Home. Feels strange to be back here again.
Alright, so we have to go inside. Now you can go here if you want. The garage here is locked, so we can't go just yet. We actually do need to go in there. And as you can see, That glowing item over there, that's our next melee weapon. And in there is the circular saw. So we will get those in a minute. And you can actually go over here now if you want, but I won't just yet. For now, we need to go in here. You can examine these things if you want. All Alex remarks is just how the curtains are closed and how dark it looks and everything. So for now, let's just go inside.
Hello? Hello? Huh, that's strange.
Yep. Very, very strange indeed. There's very, very atmospheric, like, music playing. Very heavy ambience playing. And as you can hear, this piano track is called Witchcraft. By far, the best track in the entire game. It's so good. It's a photo of Dad, Mom, and Josh. I don't remember this one. I must have been gone when they put it up. Yeah. So, as you explore, you'll figure out that something is up with your family. Most of the photos in your house exclude you, so that's a very important thing to keep in mind with regards to the story. And have a look at this. Look at that. The clock is stopped. And look at the time. It says 2:06. And what I said about that that room number 2:06. Now this time number here 2:06 also is quite significant. So just keep that in mind. The clock has stopped. Mom keeps everything in perfect order. Why hasn't she fixed the clock? There's a reason why, but we'll find out much later on. For now, let's do a bit of exploring. Just a vase, nothing useful. And a rocking chair over here. I can't examine it. Nothing here. Alright. I think these were my grandfather's candle holders. Mom always insisted on lighting them when people came over for big dinners. Okay. The couch is really worn out. Me and Josh used to hide our comic books in the cushions. Mom always said they were waste of time. She didn't understand. I love this song, bro. Listen to this song. Okay. They are Dad's books. He always got so worked up if I touched any of his stuff. Okay. Nothing else? Alright. Looks like someone got the suitcases down from the attic. Were Mum and Dad planning on going somewhere? Who knows? Won't budge, yep. This here is locked. It's jammed. It will be open in a minute. But for now we'll head upstairs. It's a painting of a landscape. I wonder if it's based on a real place. Looks like a Bob Ross painting. It's just some old desk, nothing interesting here. This is your parents' bedroom, Alex's parents' bedroom. There's an old picture of Mum and Josh. It was taken years ago. I guess she likes to remember him as her baby. Alright. I remember Mum sitting here cradling Joshua as a baby. It's a nice memory to have. Mum and Dad's bed. Joshua and I got caught jumping on it once. Of course, I got punished while Josh was totally let off the hook. It's always the case with the older brother and younger brother. Older brother always gets the shit. Speaking from experience here. It's a letter from Mom to Dad. She never sent me letters when I was in boot camp. Oh yeah, I can't believe I haven't even mentioned this yet. Alex is actually a soldier. Alex, as you can see, he's wearing a military jacket. And he's got dog tags as well. So, yeah, Alex Shepard is actually a soldier. And his dad is actually a cop. We will find that out a bit later on. But yeah, Alex is a soldier. So, this makes a whole lot more sense now. She never sent me letters when I was in boot camp. Adam, I know that you will soon return to me, but I miss you dearly, and writing to you always calms my nerves. Everything here is the same, but with you gone, the house is so empty. The letter ends here. I guess she never finished it. Very interesting. The closet is empty. Where are the clothes? Are they in the suitcase downstairs? Maybe. Now the reason why you're going to want to come up here is because if you go into the bathroom here, there's a tape over here. It's an old cassette tape. The label's been ripped off. I wonder what's on it. Got a cassette tape. Cool. I used to hate taking baths when I was a kid. It was always a struggle to get me in the bathtub. It was always a struggle to get me in the bathtub. Very interesting. I mean, I suppose if it's cold, but, you know, a warm bath isn't going to kill you. Okay, now have a look there. You can see there's an open door there. Watch what happens. So it slams shut in your face, and it's currently locked. I need a key to open it. So that there is the door to the attic. We won't be able to get in there until much later on. It's a picture of Dad, Mom, and Josh. How come I'm not in it? I know I was there. Alright, I must have taken the photo. Yeah, so again, it's a photo of the whole family. We're at one of the town festivals. Everyone always thought we were the perfect family. Yeah, the perfect family. I guess people believe what they want to. That's us on the shore of Toluca Lake. Yeah, so again, there's a photo of me here. Where is it? Again, just going to show that everything here is hinting that Joshua is being favored over here, and Alex is being treated like dirt, basically. So yeah, you can see that Alex isn't anywhere here. So we'll head in here. This is Alex and Joshua's bedroom. They shared a bedroom when they were younger. Nothing useful here. My parents sold all my toys. I guess after I left for the service, they didn't see much point in keeping any of my stuff. Alright. Okay, so firstly, go over here and pick this up. I got a flashlight.
God, what's your problem?
I had a bad dream. Never mind. It's nothing.
Look, take it. If you get scared again, just turn it on. Okay?
Thanks, Alex.
Sure.
Alright, so I don't know if you noticed in that cutscene there, but Joshua... So I'm guessing that whole cutscene there takes place at night. It's like a memory of them at night. Joshua waking up from a bad dream and everything. Joshua was not wearing pajamas. He was wearing normal clothes, and he was wearing shoes. So, yeah, I don't know who wears shoes to bed, but apparently Josh does. Alright, so there we go. There is our first special item. I got a laser pistol. And if we actually examine it, you can see there on the side it says Konami. Yeah. Small but very effective. Where did this come from? Did aliens leave it here? I'm gonna go ahead and equip it. This will be the weapon I use throughout the entire playthrough. Or walkthrough, sorry. Because there's a lot of trouble that happens throughout this game on hard difficulty. And the enemies take a beating to go down, so I'll be using this weapon a hell of a lot, okay? So you hold down L2 and you can press R2 to fire. You press X, Alex will do that, do a little flippin' bitchy attack there. See? It's very slow, I don't ever use it. This has infinite ammo, as you can see, and it also is extremely powerful. So use this on your hard playthrough. Don't be shy to use it. For certain enemies, I do prefer using the combat knife, like nurses and swarm. But for main enemies, I will use the laser pistol. But the thing is, it's important to use the laser pistol here because there are enemies later on that can actually block your attacks, like block bullets and stuff. So blocking bullets in this game is an annoying feature that enemies have, and they can do it an infinite number of times, okay? So don't be afraid, don't be shy to use this, okay? So this door over here is locked. Lock is broken. But go over here. Bookshelf has seen better days, but there was something special about it. So all you need to do here is just move all these books to the left and hit this button. All that's in here is a map of the house, drawn in crayon. Okay. So this here is extremely difficult to read, in my opinion. So I don't ever look at the map when I'm inside the house here, because it frazzles my brain when I try to read it. So I'm not even gonna bother. Okay. All right. So we'll head downstairs now, and we'll get a cutscene with someone.
Mom.
Alex. What are you doing here?
I just got discharged. I was in the hospital for a bit, but I'm alright now.
You've been gone too long.
Yeah. Where is everybody? Where's Josh?
I don't know. Your father went to look for him. But now he's gone. Everyone's gone.
Mom, what's going on here? What happened? Mom.
I miss your brother, Alex.
Look. I'll find him. I had this dream. I just have a feeling he's in trouble. Don't worry about it. I'll find Joshua. Mom, your dress is... What was that?
The basement.
I'm gonna go look around. You just stay here.
Alright, so that was a pretty disturbing cutscene that we had there with Alex's mom. She'll search you the whole game, so you don't need to worry about her doing anything. Yeah, quite a disturbing cutscene, because it looked like she was about to shoot herself with that revolver. And also what's weird is, look at the floor, there's water all over here. Look, there's water trailing from there to there. Her dress is soaked. She just sits there rocking. You can talk to her. Well, actually, no, you can't. You can try and talk to her, but she'll just dismiss you. But yeah, so now we need to go into the basement. As you can see, Water trailing all the way from there to there. I'll just leave it alone. I don't want to get shocked. Yep, best you do that. So, over here we'll get introduced to another enemy. These are called the lurkers. So, have a look.
There's water here. Josh?
So there's the lurkers. Not very dangerous. Where is it? There we go. Should be dead. Yeah, I think it's dead. Alright, they're not very dangerous enemies. They're quite fast and they can lunge at you if you aren't careful, but they're very weak, okay? So just go ahead and shoot them with the laser pistol and you'll be fine. If you want to use like normal weapons to take care of them, then what you can do is use the steel pipe. That's usually the steel pipe or the crowbar. That's usually the best weapon to take care of them. Okay, they're quite weak to that weapon there. They're very weak, so you don't need to worry about them. The only time they ever pose a real problem is if they're in water like this, because they tend to hide under the water. So yeah. Alright, so first things first, go over here. It looks like the remote for our garage is sitting on top of this water pump. What's it doing down here? I've got a garage moat. There's a note underneath. If it runs out of fuel, use the can from the garage to fill it. Adam. Adam is the name of Alex's dad. Adam Shepherd. Well, the pump won't start without gas. I should check the garage. Okay, so we need to find gasoline for this thing. Gotta find some petrol for this. To get the water away from here. Because as you can see, so we need to go out here. It's locked. The backyard door won't open while the basement is flooded. The safety latch is somewhere underneath all that water. Bro, like you can't just reach under the water and find the latch yourself. It's not that hard. Okay? But before we go there, I want to go over here. So, equip the combat knife and cut this. And go through. Now look here. Look at this. I don't know what that says there. But look here. Why is there a mannequin just over here? There's such a random item to put over here. Mannequins have no bearing on the story whatsoever. So I don't understand why this is here. Piss off. Go away. Yeah, I don't know why that's there. Alright, there's nothing else to do in here except have a look here.
What the hell are you doing? You know this place is off limits. I don't ever want to see you in here again. Are we clear?
I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, sir.
Alright, so that was a little cutscene there. Little flashback. Just to give you a bit of an idea of who Adam Shepherd is and what he's like and how they treat Alex. So, yeah, that's all that was basically showing you. Well, it showed something else as well, but we'll only figure that out a lot later on. For now, we'll head upstairs and make our way back outside to the garage. Let's go outside. Alright, let's go ahead to the garage. I'm going to quickly just equip the laser pistol, because when we open up this garage door, we will encounter another lurker, so get ready for that. So there we go. Very creepy looking enemies. Look at them. I think it's one of the coolest designs in the game. I like it. Alright, so first things first, in this garage, grab the steel pipe. If you want to use melee weapons to take care of the lurkers, that is your go-to. Okay? Over here is a circular saw. This is an ass weapon. It's not very good. So look. It's extremely slow. Okay? So I never ever 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 use the weapon. Okay? So don't you bother with it. Fast attacks, strong attacks, charge attacks, and combos. We've seen this already. Yeah. We read that already. Okay, so there's nothing else to do here, but as you can see, there is a jerry can over there. So we need to equip the steel pipe and pry this open. I got an empty gas can. It's not a gas can because liquid goes in there. Alright, so I'm going to equip this again because a lurker will appear again. There we go. Yeah, so be ready for that. Okay, so we'll duck under here and head over here. The reason why I'm going this way is because... Okay. The reason why I'm going here is because we need to find gas. We need to find petrol to put in that gas tank. Bloody hell, what am I saying? Gotta find petrol to put inside of that jerry can. So we can put the fuel inside of the water pump. There we go. Alright, but first go over here. There's a drawing over here. Child's drawing. This bunny seems to be flailing about in the water. Where is Steven, mummy? He can't play and I'm sad. You mustn't ask, my darling. Steven has been bad. Yeah, so, a lot of the drawings you get will have quotes, and they'll usually rhyme. I think actually they always rhyme, so it's quite cool. It's an old newspaper. Paul Russell Douglas was executed for the murder of 8 children in and around Silent Hill and Shepherd's Glen areas. According to court records, he offered no resistance as he was arrested and strapped into the electric chair as officials, witnesses, and reporters watched. This execution is not going to stop anything, Douglas said. I've worked and waited for this day. All that's left is to rejoin my lord. After preparations were completed, Douglas received a sudden blast of electrical current, followed by a 2-minute stream that jolted him back in the chair. Medical officials pronounced him dead at 2:09 p.m. Alright. Now there's a photo over here somewhere. I think it's over here. There we go. There's a photo over here, so don't forget to pick this up. A big spider crawling next to my my army toys in the park. Looks like a rain spider. And this here doesn't do anything. So we need to go this way. I'm gonna equip the steel pipe again. Okay. So, there's nothing down that way, and there'll be a lurk over here, so I'm gonna take care of it. There it is. There we go. Done. Now over here, we need to examine this. The gas tank is open. Looks like someone siphoned some gas out of this. So we need to do that. I can use this to fill up the gas can. There was not much left, but it should be able to power up the generator. I didn't read that. I got a full gas can. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. So we'll head back now. There's nothing else to do over here. So we'll just head back. Alright. Head back inside. Because that's now where we need to go. We need to go back downstairs and drain the water. Alright, so that drained out, not all of the water, but most of it. So I'll go ahead and open this. I don't see why you couldn't have done that when the water was still there, you know. It's not that difficult, it's just water. So let's go ahead and venture to the backyard. The dog kennel over here. Shuki. Interesting. Okay, so there'll be a health drink over here. Right here. It's hard to sort of see. It's very easy to miss. Now hearing that dog growling will actually make a whole lot more sense as we get playing in this chapter. Health drink. And there's a photo over here. I mean a drawing over here. Got a child's drawing. Let's have a look. Billy 2 and Sally. Did they do something wrong? I'm afraid it's true, child. All your friends are gone. Okay. Now there's a photo in there. I'm not going to get it just yet. Firstly, I just want to go through here. This is like a back area to the house. Firstly, we'll go over here and open up the fridge. There's a health drink. There's nothing to eat in the fridge besides I'm not hungry. Okay, so you can see there's a cassette player over here. It's our answering machine. There's no tape inside. So, this cassette tape we got in Alex's parents' bathroom. So we need to play it here. Alright, I have no idea what that was about, but it's also giving you another indication that Alex's parents just hate Alex. It'll make more sense as we get playing, but yeah, it's no secret now. Okay, that door is never ever open, but this door is boarded up. We will come back here later on with a weapon to break down these boards. All that's in there is just a med kit, okay, a first aid kit. For now, go in here. There's nothing in here, just some stuff to examine. I won't stay in here too long. There's a note next to the phone. Adam, don't forget to ask Curtis about the engine. Curtis is a guy that we'll meet a bit later on. This is Mum's sewing machine. She used it to mend our clothes. Sometimes she'd spend all day mending clothes or making things for other ladies around town. Right. Okay. Nothing else to see in here, so we'll just go back into the backyard. There we go. upwards. Okay, now we can venture out past here. So, there's a photo over here. What's this on the fence? This is Joshua's backpack. There's a photo inside. This looks like a picture of Dad's hunting room. But how did Joshua get in there? Yeah, so that just goes to show you as well that Joshua was given a lot more free reign of everything than you were. So, yeah. Alright, so I'll go back here. Go through the door, venture further into the back. I just find it a bit strange that your backyard leads into this weird alleyway that leads into a cemetery. There's nothing to examine over there, so don't worry too much about that. For now, we'll just go through here. That leads into the cemetery. This is Rose Heights Cemetery. This is a big area. But I'm not going to stay in here too long because it's actually a very short area. But if you spend the time reading through everything, then that's only when it becomes a very, 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 very long area. This is where the bereaved would sit. Okay. So, we're going to head through here. Right. Are these all coffins and stuff? Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, right again.
What's that guy doing?
Okay, so you can see there's a guy digging graves. We'll figure out who that is a little bit later on. But for now we'll just head down here. Climb down. And here we'll get introduced to a new enemy type called the Feral. Alright, so ferals are extremely... Why can't I shoot? Ferals are extremely annoying enemies. They take 2 shots on hard to go down with the laser pistol. Ideally, you want to take care of them with the steel pipe. Or a shotgun. But on hard difficulty here with the laser pistol, they take 2 shots to go down. They are extremely, extremely annoying enemies. Anyway, so... we're going to go over here now and examine this. This fountain is hereby dedicated to the memory of Charlotte Borden by her loving parents. Taken suddenly from a life yet fulfilled, born, the rest is illegible, age 8 years old. There's an additional inscription below. Inseparable yet divided, 2 halves of the same person, in 2 places now further apart. So we take this odd stone plate, and now we can carry on. We'll go over here. So we need to go this way. There's a health drink over here. There we go. And that gate there is locked. So we'll come back here later on when it will unlock. And that over there is just a no-go. So we'll head over here. Now you can go inside all these places here, well, with the gates that are open. Okay. So like here, you can go in here and examine all the tombstones and stuff. I don't really bother with that. There's a save icon here, so I'm just going to save the game quickly. Yeah, save it. Okay. But, you know, it's really pointless reading all these things. If you want a bit more lore into the story, you can go ahead and read it, but I'm not going to bother. It's pointless, okay? Alright. Why am I still looking around here? Doesn't matter. Okay, so as you can see here, this is locked and cemented over, and these boards here, we will be able to come back and break this open. There is an upgrade to a weapon over there. I will talk about that much later on. So for now, ignore it. We'll just squeeze through here. And then we will go this way. No, we will not go that way. We have to go there. But there's a health drink in here. There we go. So don't miss that. And duck under here. Okay. And we'll head through here. There'll be a feral to take care of just to the right. He'll appear over here, so... And there we go. Kinda hesitant, because I didn't know if it was dead or not. Alright, so we'll head down here. And duck under here. And over here is where we need to climb up. So this takes us into an area with a whole bunch of tombstones and mausoleums. And I'm going to go over here first because there's a health drink to get over here. Health drink. And I'm going to head down here because there's a dog. Kill it. For a second I thought it didn't die. I would have been very angry. John Holloway. I think it's this one. Yeah. Hey, this is the crypt of my ancestor Isaac Shepherd. He was one of the original founders of the town. In memory of Isaac Shepherd, died March 9th, 1882, at 62 years of age. I depart this world to face what awaits me, leaving behind this town to my children, and if God is indeed fair and just, I'll never be forgiven. The path of death must once be trod by all. So yeah, well, that also gives you a bit of inclination as to what's going on with Shepherd's Glen and its founders and whatnot. But what he said there about God is just completely false. You know, God will always forgive you if you're willing to repent. Always. Alright, so you can examine all these things here if you want. It just takes way too much time. I'm not going to bother doing it. Okay, where we need to go is over here. So examine all these things if you want. Like here, once whole but now split in twain, opens the way for souls to leave, find the plates and release their pain, once separate but now whole again. Okay, so that's giving you a hint as to what we need to do now. So there's another plate over here. So this is what we read earlier. There's an additional inscription below. Yep, we read that already. Strange stone plate. So take that one, and then this is just telling you... So what we read by those stairs over there tells us that we need to just put these two things over here. And then it'll unlock that. Okay? So we'll now head into the streets again of Shepherd's Glen. And there's a dog. Can hear one. There's not much to do here. There's just abandoned cars and things everywhere. Okay, we need to go up ahead, but before we go all the way up ahead, I want to go this way. Because there's a med kit over here. There's a med kit this way. First aid kit. Now, if you want later on, you can come back here, and there'll be some pistol ammunition. Pistol ammo will spawn here and there. As you can see. It appears I'm not the only one that doesn't like these dogs. Ouch. Yep. But this is, if we just examine this. This is a station where Dad works. I wonder if his buddies on the force know what happened here. It looks like nobody's here. Where are the police? What the hell is happening? So that there tells you that that Adam Shepherd, Alex's father, is indeed a cop. So yeah. And right there is a person. We'll have a cutscene with her and find out who she is. This is... so if you remember at the beginning of the video, we met with a lady called Judge Holloway. And she spoke about someone called Elle. This is Elle right here. This is her daughter. So let's go ahead and meet her.
Oh, damn it!
You always were a klutz. You okay?
Alex? Oh my god, Alex!
Hey, Al. Your mom told me I might see you around here.
Oh my god, it's so good to see you. It feels like it's been forever.
Yeah. You alone out here?
Well, hey, you know, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. You took off without saying goodbye.
Yeah, well, I'm not here for long. I'm looking for my brother. You seen him?
No, I haven't, Alex. I'm sorry.
Jesus, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know. And every day there are more flyers to put up. Every day more people disappear.
I had no idea.
And if you did, would you have done anything about it?
Yeah, I would have come back for Josh, gotten him the hell out of here. God knows what kind of trouble he's in now.
Trouble? Look around you, Alex. This whole place is in trouble.
I know, I get it. But I have to find my brother. He's my responsibility. After that, I'm gone. I suggest you do the same.
Alex, wait.
Yeah.
I got this from Deputy Wheeler. You should take it.
What for?
If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Al.
Alex, I hope you find what you're looking for.
I got a walkie-talkie. Cool. So, that we can't really use. It's sort of, it's just a thing that we have now. But yeah, look at this missing persons board. There's a lot of missing people. And actually, if we go around here, you'll see a drawing over here. Got a child's drawing. Let's go ahead and look at it. Beware of he who took them. He goes by many names. The boogeyman, the shattered one, but all are he, the same. Cool. So I think that's the last drawing we get in this chapter. You can talk to Elle,
Alex, I don't know anything else. Please, just let me do my work.
but she shoves you off. She doesn't really care. But yeah. So that's Elle Holloway, daughter of Judge Holloway. Now, seeing the interaction between the two of them, it makes me wonder if her and Alex are an item. I'm not entirely sure. But I think they are. I don't know, I just get that sort of vibe from them. Alright, so where we need to go now is down this way. We need to head to Curtis Acker's shop. Remember, there was a note that spoke about Curtis. So we're going to go to his shop now. So we'll head down here into a junkyard of sorts. So, and this is quite funny as well. No trespassing. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. So yeah. Well, he doesn't know that I have a laser pistol. Okay. It was given to me by aliens. Alright, so as you can see, there's just a whole bunch of crap everywhere. Look at this. A truck and a lot of junk is blocking the way. Curtis must not be expecting guests. There must be another way around. Yeah. So there's the front door, but we can't get there because, again, it's just junk everywhere. Look at it. So we gotta head under here. So I head through here, duck under there, and go through. I'm not gonna spend time examining all of this stuff. It's pointless. In there's nothing, so don't bother going in there. We'll just head through here for now. There's a generator over here. Where do you get a generator this size? I don't know, but I can only imagine how loud this thing must be. Okay, so we need to go in here. So let's go in here and meet Curtis Ackers. Alright, so this is Curtis. It gives us options here, but we have to go through all of them. Like, the cutscene or... Yeah, so the cutscene here can't progress until we've said everything. Okay, so...
Hey, man. How's it going?
So we need to go through all of them. Okay.
Hey, you're Curtis, right? Hello? Can I ask you something?
I'm busy.
And then we'll get a cutscene with him.
Maybe this'll interest you.
I know you. Sheriff's kid.
Alex.
Right. Military man now, I see.
I'm pretty sure it's broken. What do you think?
I think you must have stole this from your daddy.
Just tell me if you can fix it.
Now don't go barking orders at me, soldier. The only person that tells me what to do is me. Got it? Pretty neglected. It's a damn shame the way people mistreat such nice things.
Look, what I really need is some information. Have you seen my brother Joshua?
You want to talk to the mayor. He knows everybody's business.
Mayor Bartlett? You know where I can find him?
Sure. Same place he is every day. Digging up people's graves. You know, there's something seriously wrong with that guy. You know? Like in the head.
That's Mayor Bartlett?
Yep. No wonder all the streets are broken. Nobody around here gives a shit anymore. Yeah, I could fix it. Might take a little while, though.
Keep it. It's yours.
What's the catch?
Consider it payment for your help.
Soldiers gotta have a gun.
Thanks.
Yeah. I like a fair trade.
I got the Mark 23 handgun. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have... there we go. We have the handgun now. As you can see, it carries 5 bullets. Now, on normal difficulty, in the chamber you can carry 9 rounds. But here on hard difficulty, you can only carry 5. So yeah, and also the max amount you can carry as well is also reduced significantly. So yeah, I'm going to equip laser pistol. Oh, it's already there. Alright, now you can have a look here. There's a shotgun on the table and a whole bunch of clocks.
Hey man, one more question.
So there's actually 2 questions we can ask him. Now, I'm going to save the last one, the top one for last because it's quite funny, but I'm going to ask him why he's still here.
You know, this town is crawling with all sorts of crazy shit. Why are you still running a repair shop?
Well, why do you think I'm carrying this thing around? What am I supposed to do? Pack up and leave so somebody else can come in here and steal my stuff? You're not too bright, are you?
I see.
You can say, what's with all the clocks?
You got a lot of clock parts in this place. There a reason?
Yeah, there's a reason. For fixing clocks. Haven't you noticed that every single clock in this town is stopped at exactly 2:06?
No, I hadn't.
But then take a look around, son.
Now here, I don't really know what to say.
Why do you think that is?
Well, hell if I know. I just try to fix them. But it's no use. They won't start running again. It's like something's not letting us move on.
So that's quite interesting toward the story. Okay, so only reason why I'm doing this is to give you a bit more insight into the story. He says that every single clock in the town has stopped at exactly 2:06. Bloody hell. I think I gotta drink some water. Actually, yeah, let me... Just give me a sec. I need some water. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Nope. Voice is still a bit iffy. Alright. So, as you can see, every single clock in the town is stopped at 2:06. Just like the one in Alex Shepard's home. So, that is a very important thing to keep in mind.
Kid, you don't leave me alone? I'm putting a shell right through your face. You're still here? Why don't you leave me alone?
Oh man, that's disappointing.
I'm tired, kid. I just want to be left alone.
Oh man, that's really disappointing because there was a shit. Because there was a thing you could have said, like if you asked him for the shotgun, he would have said something extremely funny, like I think he said, "How about I slap you and kill you?" Just straight up. You ask him if you can have the shotgun, and he says, "No, how about I slap you and kill you instead?" It's actually a lot funnier the way he just like says it immediately, just loses his mind immediately.
Jesus, what else do you want from me? Leave me alone.
I want the other dialogue option, you idiot. But he's not going to give it to me. That's a shame. Basic range combat. So, like I said, I've told you already what's going on there, so I'm not going to bother to read through that. Yeah. And he also said it feels like something is not letting us move on. Quite an important thing to remember. There's some ammunition over here. Look at this. Moldy bread. What is this? So much looks old. Is Curtis really eating that? Wouldn't surprise me. That is Sif, bro. Look at that. Alright, so there's some ammunition over here. And over here as well. Oh, sorry, there's junkyard map. We don't need that, though. And there's a health drink right here. As well as a save icon there. I'm not going to bother. Alright, so we need to now head back. Let's go out. So where we need to go now is back through the cemetery. There'll be a dog as well. A feral to fight. Just up ahead here. Just over here there's going to be a dog, so be prepared. Just over there. Oh my goodness. Look at that, look at that. I'm aiming there, but this wall's hitbox is stopping me. Good grief. Alright, so let's go ahead, head back. And go back to the cemetery. But when we go back now, we'll be introduced to a new enemy. These enemies are... They're cool looking, a very cool idea, but they're really nothing special. Like, they don't pose that much of a threat. These guys are called the Smogs. So, let's go ahead.
Hello? Alex Shepard.
Alex Shepard? I thought you were
Hello? Hello?
Alright, so these things are smugs. Okay, so when they do that, you gotta mash button. Now, these guys pose no problem at all, okay? Keep your distance and you'll be fine, alright? How you want to take care of them is with firearms. Don't you ever try to take care of them with a melee weapon. It is near impossible, okay? It's difficult. Now, how you're going to want to take care of them is wait for them to open up and expose their lungs, and then shoot their lungs, okay? That way, that's their weakness, okay? It'll take like 3 or 4 shots for them to go down, but I'm just going to use the laser pistol on them, because like this, they'll just go down like nothing. On normal difficulty, they'll take about 3 shots, and I think here on hard, they take about 5. Yeah, 5 shots, and they go down. But yeah, so those are the smugs. So we'll head back now to the cemetery, and as you can see, L is gone, and there's a feral over there. Okay, so L's gone now. I don't know where she went to. Yeah, so we're gonna head back to the cemetery, and there'll be a dog at the entrance again. Another feral. There it is. Okay. There'll also be a smog to take care of as well, but I'm not going to bother with it. There it is. I'm just going to run right past it. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of the missing persons chapter. I think there'll be a dog, another feral that breaks through here as well. Yep. Okay. So, we have to go back now. Squeeze through, please. And I think there's going to be a smog here as well. Just up ahead. Yep, there it is. And let's go through. So, we need to backtrack now to this area where Mayor Bartlett... oh yeah, so that guy that was digging up the graves was Mayor Bartlett. If we go through here, you'll see there's the graves he was digging. See? So that was Mayor Bartlett. So we need to go in here. What a creepy looking statue. I can say that again. Like a Victorian-esque kind of... This is where Mayor Bartlett was digging. Why would he want to do that? Okay. So, we're going to head in here now. And I think this is the Bartlett Mausoleum. Yeah, this is the crypt of Mason Bartlett, one of Shepherd's Glen's original founders. In memory of Mason Bartlett, who died March 10th, 1874, at 55 years of age. Ye living mortals, stop and read, a solemn warning from the dead. Your life is frail and death is sure. Believe in Christ and heaven secure. Yep, believe in Christ and you'll be saved, bro. With your heart and you'll be saved. Patricia Bartlett died 19. I can't make out the rest. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot to dive into here with... oh, I didn't realize that my flashlight was off. Yes, there's a lot to dive into with the Bartletts and stuff. But for now, I won't say anything about it. We'll get into it a little bit later on, I'll explain it. For now, examine this. This looks like a child's coffin. There's some sort of strange lock keeping it closed. So this is another puzzle. This is very easy. Okay, so move this all the way here. Move that up there. Move this over there. And then move this all the way down. And there we go.
Forgive me. Where am I? What the hell? Hey! Josh!
Alright, so it seems we have woken up in Silent Hill. And in fact we have. So, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll pick up next time when we go through the hotel. So, I'll leave it here, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.
Hey man, one more question. How about I take that shotgun off your hands?
Yeah? How about if I slap you and kill you, huh? You're looking for a weapon? Take a look around the place. I'm sure you'll find something else you could use.
Yes, sir.